As the Novak Djokovic saga deepens, Australia is back on the global stage, and misinformation is too. Well, amid all the drama surrounding the tennis star and his vaccine status, news anchors and opinion hosts overseas have been commenting on the situation, not just with Djokovic, but in general. On Fox News' The Five, the host discussed the world number one situation and also took a grab from Michael Gunner, the Northern Territory's Chief Minister. Here's what they played.
You may only leave home for 3 reasons. Medical treatment, including COVID testing or vaccination. For essential goods and services like groceries, power tokens, medications. To provide care and support to a family member or person who cannot support themselves. Work is not a reason to leave the home for the unvaccinated.
Now, note the lower third they used. COVID crackdown. Australia puts harsh restrictions on the unvaxxed. Now, that's leaving out the fact that, unlike some strong suggestions we've seen on social media, a total lockdown for unvaccinated people has come into effect nationwide. We know that's not the case, yet they have said Australia there. Now, those harsh restrictions only apply in the NT, and while there are restrictions on unvaccinated people in several other states or territories, more so them not being allowed to do certain things, they're nowhere near the levels of the territory, nor do they apply everywhere. Another host, Martha McCallum, also added this.
The Chicago Teachers Union might consider moving to Australia because they would be right in line with the leadership there who says work is not a reason to leave your home. So maybe there's a marriage made in heaven there between the CTU and the President of Australia.
Of course, as all Australians know, we don't have a president, we have a Prime Minister. Currently, that's Scott Morrison, who is not responsible for these lockdowns. That's up to the state and territory leaders in each state and territory. Now, of course, you can find out more on Australia's premiers, chief ministers, health ministers and health officers by heading to our website at 6newsau.com. This isn't exactly new, of course. In August, when Victoria, New South Wales and the ACT were in lockdown, we reported on those misleading claims about the so-called Australia lockdown, which, of course, technically didn't exist, given it wasn't a national lockdown. Around that time, another Fox host, this time Tucker Carlson, said this.
In Australia, the government has implemented total lockdowns nationwide and then imposed martial law to enforce those lockdowns.
And as we reported then, saying that, quote, the government implemented is wrong for the reasons we just outlined a second ago, and total lockdowns nationwide was excluding all the states and territories not under restrictions at that time and having barely any cases. Other right-wing outlets, One American News and Newsmax for start, were also covering it and likely still are, not highlighting the fact that a large part of the country is out of lockdown. In fact, even in November, 6 News was reporting this when Austria imposed a total lockdown nationwide. Well, Australia has implemented a total lockdown on both vaccinated and unvaccinated people as COVID-19 cases continue to rise, mandating the jab for the entire population from February 2022. Of course, that's not true, at least in terms of the country. You see, we're talking about Austria. So let's go over the basics once again. Australia is not in lockdown. The lockout for unvaccinated people applies in only one territory. The federal government is not implementing these restrictions, and there's no president of Australia. If you see something you want fact-checked, don't forget to tag or DM at 6newsau on social media or send us an email. We'll probably respond there faster. Contact at 6newsau.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click all notifications so you don't miss any more great videos, and comment down below with your thoughts by using hashtag 6newsau.